Mr. Kevin Johnson, thank you again. And my next question is commonly told in Mississauga. There are a lot of beggar problems nowadays. You know, a lot of illegal immigrants coming here and starting a professional begging business everywhere with a board saying I have six children, feed me, or things like that. What is, we see that everywhere. What is your thought on it?
My thought is this. There are many countries around the world that have not had proper functioning governments for over 2 decades. 3 of them that I can name right now are Sudan, Ethiopia, and Somalia. Ever since Muammar Gaddafi has been dethroned and killed, his country has also become one without a functioning government. Regrettably, we have countries like Yemen and Saudi Arabia constantly fighting with each other, and Saudi Arabia and Iraq constantly fighting with each other. This has made for a lot of people who want to leave these regions, but it's not our responsibility. The citizens of Mississauga did nothing to these countries to make them what they are today. We simply cannot afford to have people who have broken the law first off to get here and have no skills whatsoever to offer Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, or humanity. I am not going to be a politically correct individual that says it's our responsibility to save these people. It's not. And I'm not going to ask Mississauga residents to pay for illegal aliens to come here. Justin Trudeau's strategy is to bring as many illegal aliens as he can here so that he can get voters to help him stay in power. I'm not going to help him do that. Not in any way. Justin Trudeau and the Liberal Party of Canada have proven that they are not for Canadians, they are for themselves. I have to tell Canadians, I am for you. I can solve Mississauga's problems. That's my job and my responsibility as mayor. But I cannot solve Somalia's problems or Yemen's problems or Libya's problems. And I won't even try. I'm going to tell Mississaugans, if you want your taxes to stay flat and eventually be brought down, we're not going to be taking in unvetted illegal aliens because it's not our responsibility. If Justin Trudeau wants to bring illegal aliens here, that's his responsibility, and I'm not going to play his game. I know some people will say, how can you be so heartless? It's not a matter of being heartless. It's a matter of logic and reason. If we do not use logic and reason, and if we do not abandon political correctness, Mississauga will end up going bankrupt. And then everybody's homes that are here now that they have worked so hard to buy and maintain and keep some type of resale value, they will drop, possibly even to a fifth of what they are today. I would never want to be known as the leader of a city or the mayor of a city who dropped property values. I want to be the guy that kept them high and kept them going up the way that they should, because they are your biggest investment. So Mississauga, understand, we are not here to save the world because we are just one city. It is not your responsibility or mine to save the world. My job is to save Mississauga by telling Justin Trudeau we are not going to cooperate with you wanting to bring in illegal, unvetted aliens who unfortunately have not had health screenings done. We are not going to bring the problems that we have in Quebec with HIV, AIDS, syphilis, gonorrhea, tuberculosis. All of these diseases are now in Montreal because of illegal aliens crossing the Quebec border. Mississauga, I'm going to protect you from disease, and I'm going to protect you from crime, and I'm going to protect you from Justin Trudeau's policies.
And how do you see the existing beggars, and how will you handle this?
The problem with beggars...
Do you see
I do.
A lot of them?
I do, and I want to get back to the first part of your question, and that is this. There are 44,000 plus homeless and hungry people in Peel Region, and that is unacceptable on every level in 2018 in a G20 nation. And a lot of that has got to do with policies on jobs and policies on welfare. Dennis Prager is someone that I respect greatly, and I have watched every lecture that he's ever done on social welfare programs. The best way to save your society is to make sure that every single person within that society has a job. And in Canada, for the last 10 years, we've been telling people, it's okay, you don't need a job because we're going to give you free money. And when you give people free money who want to work, you make their lives worse, not better, because they no longer have a reason to improve themselves. And the problem with that is when people are not improving themselves, they become depressed. Depressed people commit crimes, and lose their homes and lose their apartments. So when you give away too much money through social programs, you create the very problem that you think that you're trying to solve. That's been our problem here. I want to bring industry back so that we have more jobs for more people who right now are jobless and homeless to acquire work and be able to afford a place to live. Now, with beggars, right now there are city bylaws in place that stop that type of thing from happening. We have to enforce them. For some reason, in the province of Ontario, we have not been enforcing our own laws on any great scale. Why would that be? Why write laws and then not enforce them? We are going to have to enforce these laws. You can't beg on private property. You can't beg on city property. Not here. That is more of a Toronto thing. John Tory has made it clear that he's going to make Toronto a sanctuary city. Maybe we should help some people go to Toronto, but whatever it might be, it's still not the taxpayer's responsibility to pay for that. It's my responsibility to bring industry here so we can put homeless and jobless people back to work to solve the begging problem. It can only be done through commerce.